stop them. Another day is here. Morning. We just got loaded. We are headed down to Tilbury, Ontario, which is closer to Windsor and Detroit. We got a drop there.
In 1.7 kilometers, keep left onto Highway 401.
And once we drop there, we got to come back up to around the Barrie area, Barrie, Ontario, north of Toronto. I'm really hoping we can get that off today yet, but I'm kind of thinking I might not get there in time. And if I can't, well then we'll unload it in the morning, and then I head to Naperville in Quebec, south of Montreal. That's the plan. We're sticking to it. Well, I thought there might be an accident up here because all of traffic stopped for a little bit, and now we're going again. But we haven't passed any accident yet. We're right near, what is it called, Chatham, Kent? I don't know why we all stopped. I'm thinking there must be snow plows in front of us, because I saw plows going the other way, but look at the road. That would be a waste of money. The road is wet, and there's no snow on it. It's all melting. I don't know why they'd have plows out, but something happened up there. Now we're all in a big giant kerfluffle, all grouped together. Oh well, we still got 60 kilometers to our destination. Right now we're currently headed towards Detroit, but we're not going into the States.
Isn't it just a great day to be alive, Diesel? Don't you think? Yeah?
Well, it could be better. Because it started snowing again. It's all messy outside, trucks getting all dirty and whatnot. We just stopped here at this, what do they call it? En route. It's like a rest area. I got something in my eye, sorry. And we're just taking a little quick break. Catching our breath, so to speak. It's been run this whole morning, so now we're just let everything cool down a little bit. And then we got 88 more kilometers to go to our customer. I have a feeling we're not going to make it to our other customer today, but even if we do, it's like a full day's drive to drive down here and then drive back up there. So I do get my miles in today anyway. I was just hoping to be able to get that done today. But anyways, I have a special belated birthday message today. John Tufnell. Is that how you say your last name? Tufnell? Tufnell. I am sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but it was your birthday yesterday. Happy belated birthday.
Who's a good boy and lives in a truck? I think he's talking about me.
We have gotten to Flying J, what is this, Tilbury? Tilbury, Ontario. We just unloaded. This was one of those deliveries where I actually had to work. Didn't know I could still do that. Yeah, so we got ourselves all nice and sweaty. Unloaded the hardest part of it. So now I gotta quickly do my logbook. I gotta quickly catch up with everything, call the next customer, see if they're gonna be there tonight yet. And if they are, we're gonna rush over there. And if they're not, well, we're gonna meander over there. Either way, we're going over there. London, Ontario. Just like London, England, it's London, Ontario. It's in Canada. Hello to all of you who live here. I know there's like 100 of you, at least. A special hello and shout out to Greta. I know you always want to meet up every time I come through here, and every time I come through here, I'm just rushing through usually, or in a hurry. But special shout out to you. You're from around here somewhere. Got my eyes peeled. I don't know what I'm looking for though, because I know you got a little green scooter, but I don't think you'll be driving your scooter in the wintertime. Well, we're just leaving the inspection station in Ontario here, just past London on the way toward Toronto. I don't know what the point of these are really. Well, I know the point of them. They're inspection stations. They're not weigh scales. You gotta go in there, and then they have a couple of lanes open. You go up to the booth just like you're crossing the border pretty much. And then they ask you some questions. Sometimes they want to see your logbook. This time all he wanted to know if I had my speed limiter set at 105 kilometers an hour, 65 miles an hour. That's all he wanted to check. And then he let me go. So there's proof for you that if you come to Canada, or if you come to Ontario or Quebec, it doesn't matter where you're from. If your truck does not have a speed limiter on it at 65 miles an hour, you will be shut down right there. So they checked me out today on that. That's all they wanted to know, and then they let me go. Trucker Josh 1, DOT 0. Or actually it would be MOT, right? MOT, Ministry of Transportation, I don't know. You know who I'm talking about. I always get a little nervous when they have that station open, because it's not a weigh station. So you never quite know what they're going to ask for. You don't know what they want. Maybe they just want to see if you have a speed limiter set. Maybe they want to do a full inspection on your whole unit. Alright guys, you ready for some Toronto driving? Look at that collectors off to the right there, the other freeway. Good thing I was listening to the local radio just then, and they told me, quiet. They told me that there was an accident in the collectors over there, so I stayed on the expressway. And look at me now. But they did warn that the expressway slows down around where the accident happened because of rubberneckers. Of course. But the expressway is clear, all lanes. It's just rubberneckers. Just luck and just a fluke chance that I happened to be listening to that radio station right when they said to stay off that road. Man, I would have been stuck in all of that, been in there for hours. To fuel up. We want to have full tanks for the night. It's going to get down to minus 24 Celsius. So you know what that means. We're going to put some anti-gel into our fuel just to be safe. This is the anti-gel I use. This is the best kind. It's good down to minus 40. That's Celsius and Fahrenheit. That's where they meet. I told you a couple of times they meet at minus 30. I was wrong. They meet at minus 40. And yes, it does get that cold up here. In which case you should probably put 2 of these in each tank at that temperature. But for today, I'm going to split this between both tanks. Treats up to 250 gallons, right? So each one of my tanks is 150 gallons. Plus we're putting Canadian fuel in, so it's already got, it should be good. It should be good. Don't forget, guys, that when you do put your anti-gel in there, make sure you put it in before you fuel. Because when you put the fuel in, it mixes it all up, right? You put it in after and it's sort of just swimming around wherever it wants to. You gotta mix it up real good for it to be effective. Plan ahead. In wintertime, you always wanna know the weather. So if you know you're going into a cold climate, like, I don't know, Canada, make sure you know the forecast, and especially what the temperature is gonna go down to throughout the night. If it's gonna go down, for me, anywhere's below minus 15 Celsius, that is, I gotta get that, minus 15 Celsius, around 0 Fahrenheit, that's about minus 18. Anywhere's around 0, I'm using anti-gel overnight. And if it goes down below minus 20 Celsius, or closer to minus 30, which is minus 20 Fahrenheit, I use twice as much as it says on the jug. It doesn't harm your engine whatsoever to use too much. There's no such thing as using too much. I mean, you don't want to fill your tanks with just anti-gel. That'd be just crazy. But, and if it goes down to minus 40, that's the same thing on Celsius and Fahrenheit. I don't know. I don't know what you do. At least put double in at that point. At least maybe even triple. That's cold. And the fuel itself, especially in the United States, it's only rated down to minus 20 Fahrenheit. Below that, they don't guarantee nothing. So double that at minus 40, you're gonna wanna have a lot of anti-gel in there, just so you know. And yes, it did get down to minus 40 in, where was that? Yellowstone National Park last year. It's coming up in my vlogs from the past, a year ago. I think it was in beginning of February, or was it end of February? I was in Yellowstone National Park in Montana, and it got down to minus 40, and my fuel gelled with anti-gel in there. And when I got back to the shop advised me that when it gets that cold, you should be using triple the amount of anti-gel, just because it's that cold. And you should probably be praying for dear life. Wintertime is an interesting time, but hey, we made it through last winter. I've made it through a bunch of these winters already. You know, I'm still alive. Here I am. I even got a beard. Keep me warmer. Came prepared this winter. Yeah, that's the thing. Just prepare for winter. Always know the forecast. Know what's coming. Especially if there's snow coming. But above all, you want to know what that temperature is going to be at the lowest point during the night. So the last thing you want to do is wake up in the middle of the night. Your truck's not running because it gelled up. And you're stuck in the middle of nowhere in minus 30. And you're already freezing because you were sleeping when this happened. You could easily end up in a life or death situation that way. And those kind of situations make me nervous. I just don't like them. I don't know. Some people might, I don't. It's just the way it goes. But so we're gonna go up to where the customer is and sleep there in the little town of what's it called again? Brace Bridge. Brace Bridge. Oh, I always forget. Brace Bridge. Weird name for a town. Ontario. I've actually made an executive decision right now. There's been an executive order that has gone forth out of this truck. We're staying here at the truck stop. I'm like 122 kilometers from my destination, and it goes up further north, and it's gonna get twice as cold there as it's gonna get here. I just looked at the forecast. Remember I said, look at the forecast? So it's not gonna get as cold here. And it's only an hour away. I'll wake up an hour earlier tomorrow, and I'll drive there during the day when the sun will be coming up soon after I get up. And I just feel better about that, because if the worst were to happen, my truck stalls out, I'm at the truck stop. I can just go inside there and keep warm. And it's also closer to shops and stuff. Like, we're right here in Bradford, Ontario. So if I need a repairman, you know, he doesn't have to come out to the boonies to come help me. And that's where we're going. That's where my customer's in the boonies. And they had actually given me permission to park in their yard. But it was out in this industrial zone in this small town, Brace Bridge. And I would have been all alone. And if the worst were to happen, I'd have nowhere to go to keep warm, right? Because everything's locked up. It's an industrial zone. It's all dark, and I'd be by myself. So I came to my senses and realized it's probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. So we're gonna stay right here in Bradford, Ontario, and keep warm here. And yeah, feel much better about that. So thanks for watching today, guys. Today was fun. We're just buzzing around Southern Ontario. Tomorrow, like I said, go up to Bracebridge, and from there we're going to Naperville. Did I say it right? Naperville? Naperville, Quebec. Unload there before end of day, so it's 7 hours to there. So if we get unloaded early in the morning, we should be there before 5. And then from there, I have to drive 2 hours to get my reload, which will probably be the next day. And that's going to Edmonton. But probably I'm just going to take it home. I don't know. I don't know yet. But thanks for joining me today, guys. Down below, links to past videos of mine. If you want to, if you're interested, if you like this video, you want to see more, there's more down below. If you didn't like this video, you're wondering if I got any better videos, there's more videos down below. It's underneath vlogs from the past. A whole bunch of them there, all the way up to a year ago. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow, anytime after 4 a.m. Central.